The funniest thing about this Cam Newton clip going viral is that I've been thinking about making a video about men and platonic relationships for months. For months, I tell you. My personal thought is that if men, and I be talking about black people, so if you're new here, I'm not talking about everybody, I'm talking about black men. My personal thought is that if men could learn how to be in platonic relationships with women, it would save our community. Like, there would be so much healing and progress if that could happen. Whether it's been my involvement in the Urban League, whether it's been my involvement in the animation industry, whether it's just been my involvement with my brother. If black men were able to realize the benefit of just being in community with women who they are not trying to get anything from, it would grow our community to another level in which we are able to work together to go to the next level, because we need men to be a part of this. That's also why I think the friend zone is a male contrived fairy tale land, because for years I've thought you're either her friend or you leave her alone. If you are attracted to someone and then she says she wants to be your friend and you don't want to be friends and you gonna be lying in wait for her to get that chance, just leave her alone. If you say that you're interested in someone and then they say that, and she says that she's not interested and you're capable of being her friend, then you're just her friend. There is no friend zone. Because why are you not listening to what she explicitly said? And even over the years, when my peers and older people have said that, oh, men and women can't be friends, yes, I believe that men and women cannot be friends when you only see the opposite sex as a sexual object. I believe that. But if you do not see that opposite sex as only a sexual object, then yes, you can be friends. But 90% of our community is not mature enough to be platonic friends. And Cam was talking about, oh yeah, if I find her attractive. And I liked when Mecca said, like, women can find a dude attractive and still be friends with them and not be lying in wait and try to see if we can, be in a relationship. It's just like, okay, you attractive, but I'm gonna be your friend though. And this is really annoying with guys who are conventionally attractive, because I remember I was linking up with this dude. He's very popular on TikTok and on social media in general. And he's conventionally attractive. And so the way we met, we were having a conversation in which I couldn't go off on tangents because I was trying to stay onto the script that I was doing. And so after our initial encounter in person, I was like, dang, this dude is really smart. I need smart friends. I'm always looking for smart friends, actually smart friends. There are a bunch of men who wanted to be my friend who think they're smart, but they're not actually smart. And so we linked up again, went to a coffee shop and stuff, and I could tell he was humoring me, because I'm like, this dude think because he attractive that I possibly want him, and I literally don't. I want you for your brain as a friend, not because I'm trying to date you or anything. I understand that men don't be finding me attractive. Who cares? There are other men who do, but I just want to be intellectual friends. And I just was like, even though he was willing to, if I hit him up, we could meet up at a coffee shop or and chat. I'm not going to continue talking to somebody when I can tell they're humoring me and they genuinely don't want to do this. So I stopped contacting them. But I'm just like, dang, I want some smart friends. But because he's attractive, I don't think, I'm sure he can do stuff with other men, and then I'm sure beautiful women, he could probably keep meeting up with them, even if he doesn't try to date them or whatever. But I just bruh, I just want smart people around me. This is so rare. And then you had that thought that they always say, oh, well, men are simple. Yeah, y'all simple because your parents made you simple by saying boys were easier to raise, when it's just that you were neglected. And then once you become an adult, you don't try to dabble in the complex. You don't try to make yourself complex. You just stay simple. And even when y'all wake up and realize what society has forced y'all to be, y'all don't try to be better. Once you wake up, change it. I used to be more simple too. And then I went to college and I was like, let me become more complex. It's not that serious. You have free will. Try. And I think the crux of me saying that men should have platonic relationships is that you're actively going to be participating in society. When I was president of the Urban League Young Professionals in New Orleans, we used to struggle having black men join our organization. We used to have to keep nationally, we had to create strategies to get more black men to join our civil rights organization, and that has been duplicated in a lot of other groups that I've been in, where it's just women who want to commune with other people. And it's like the men need the community more than the women need the community in a general sense, because y'all the one that need somebody to listen to you or someone to validate you. And not that you shouldn't have that self-validation, but being in community with other people is such a benefit that I feel like a lot of men do not see the benefit of it. A lot of men just go around this world just in their little bubble, and they just don't comprehend what the heck is happening outside of their brain. I've talked to so many 30 and 40-year-old men where they like are just discovering something that I found out in my 20s, and it's like, how are you this old and you don't know this? And something I'll throw in for lanyap is like, y'all, men need to learn how to listen to women and think what they're saying is viable. And this includes the good men, because y'all will listen to your wife, your girlfriend, your sister, your mother, and then have to listen to a random man at a gas station or on a podcast to finally hear what she's saying, and then have the audacity to go to her and tell her about your sudden realization when she's been telling you that for 2 years. It's like there is something innate in y'all brain where you can't listen to women, and that's why you think women are nagging. And that because it's not even the nagging on like doing chores. They'll like, women would just be trying to hype you up or get you to do something. I remember when I was with one of my exes, he is a writer. The writer strike happened. That man didn't go down to the writer strike one day. One day he did not go out there. And it's like, okay, yes, you have social anxiety, you don't know how to talk to people, but if you just stand on a corner over and over again, the way American society works is like, if people see you over and over again, they gonna talk to you. And then he done been to Japan, like you automatically interesting in the animation industry, because all them people want to be Japanese. All the black people want to be Japanese. So like, it's not even as hard as people make it out to be. And I'm not invalidating the truth of social anxiety, but it's just like, participate in life, participate with other people, and don't do it begrudgingly. Once you start doing it, you realize the benefit of it, how you can just glean information. And because a lot of male relationships, platonic relationships, don't have that philia, that brotherly love, then you can have the benefit from communing with women. But because you only commune with women romantically, that's why you can't tell when women are being nice to you, just because they are trying to be your friend and not because they're in love with you. Because you need to practice feeling the love from people who are not conventionally attractive, from people who you're not trying to date, from people you're trying to be in art community with, civil rights community with, business, tech. Like, you just need to practice being in platonic community with so much people so we can go to a whole nother level. Do better, be better.